WWE Fastlane is going to take place this Sunday in the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, and this show will be the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So this road to WrestleMania has been very lackluster on both ends, but especially SmackDown. Raw has been disappointing. SmackDown has been trash. It's been boring as fuck. It's been nothing but filler. It's like watching a television series on Netflix, and you always have those filler episodes, but here it's like they've had like 12 straight filler episodes, and it's incredible. It's just so boring to show. Now, I've heard from reports that it's going to really start next week, especially on Raw and SmackDown. This coming week, they're going to really start it, and this is the real road to WrestleMania. So now it's just, it hasn't been the real road. I think we're going to get to the main highway. When you get excited, you're excited to get into the city of New Orleans. That's what I'm trying to think. I think this whole last 6 weeks since the Rumble, since we started this fucking road to WrestleMania, has just been nothing but county roads and trash cities, and we're getting to the good stuff now. Hopefully that's what it is. And this show, you have 6 matches. You might have a pre-show match. I don't care what it is, because they have done nothing to make me care and anyone else care. But here's what they have on the main card. This is on their site. Women's tag team match: Becky Lynch and Naomi against Natalya and Carmella. What they've done with the SmackDown women has been terrible. They have absolutely destroyed that division. It's been trash. It's a horrible division. It's probably the worst division they have. Of all the women's, it's by far the worst. The Raw women's, the NXT women's, and the SmackDown women's. SmackDown has by far the weakest. And they're doing a good job at Raw. You have Stephanie and Ronda, and then mixed tag. That's a big rivalry. You have Alexa Bliss defending it against Nia Jax, looks like, at WrestleMania. You have Asuka's going to move to Charlotte, but they're doing a great job of building up Asuka on Raw. And then you also have Sasha Banks and Bayley. Looks like they're going to have their own match at WrestleMania. And everyone else except for Charlotte on SmackDown is just an afterthought. Becky Lynch, so talented, really over with the fans. Nothing. She just has nothing. I mean, they haven't pushed her. It's unfortunate. It's like, she's really over. She gets a big reaction. She gets one of the biggest reactions of all the women. It's arguably the most, and she has nothing. And Naomi, on a year ago, wins the title in her hometown at WrestleMania in Orlando. And now she's just gone back right where she was the year before that, which is a complete jobber. Natalya is nothing anymore. Her mic skills are fucking horrible. Some people I think it's terrible. And Carmella is just, it hasn't worked out. They haven't pushed her. She should have won Money in the Bank. She wasn't ready. I like her and all, but she's just not good enough to have had that Money in the Bank briefcase. And it's been a complete flop. It's been one of the biggest, worst Money in the Bank flops they've ever had. Arguably the most. They've done such a bad job with Carmella. And who wins? I'm going with Becky and Naomi. Complete afterthought. Speaking of afterthoughts, you have Rusev Day against Nakamura. It'd be interesting what the fans go for here. They might cheer Rusev. They might even see Nakamura get some boos, because Rusev's very over right now. But, who's winning? Do we even need to have this discussion? Nakamura's won the Rumble. It's like, all right, he's won the Rumble. Let's not give him anything cheap. We're going to keep him we're not going to see him much. He's going to have a match WrestleMania. He's probably winning the belt, but just they've done a bad job. Royal Rumble was 8 weeks ago, or 6 weeks ago. He's had nothing since, and this match with Rusev just thrown together. Nakamura wins easy. There's nothing for Rusev. They're not going to push him. They never want this Rusev Day to get over. It'll be interesting who the fans go for, but just time for Nakamura to kill. Just time for him to kill. Killing time with him. That's all it is. Match is nothing. Speaking of a nothing match, Women's Championship: Charlotte Flair against Ruby Riott. Is this even a discussion? Ruby Riott sucks. Riott Squad's terrible. Ruby Riott, they give her mic time. It's just not working for me. I don't think she's any good. I think Liv Morgan's bad. I think Sarah Logan's absolutely horrific. This Riott Squad's a complete and utter disaster. It's like they're trying to have this Harley Quinn kind of gimmick, and they're just all flops. It just sucks. There's even discussion who's going to win. It's again, same thing we talked about Nakamura. Hopefully nothing happens to Charlotte. You never want to see an injury, but 100% chance Charlotte's winning. Charlotte should, and she'll probably face Asuka at WrestleMania. That's what looks like they're building to. Maybe we even see an appearance from Asuka. Maybe after Charlotte beats Riott, they have Asuka make an appearance and point to the WrestleMania sign. Maybe we see that. Then probably the match of the night, the Usos against the New Day. It's these two tag teams. It's what else? They've torn that up all the time they've done. That was a great video package on SmackDown, and Big E and Kofi. I think those two are wrestling. I don't know. Maybe it's Xavier. We'll see what they go with. It's going to be a great match regardless. It's these two teams. They always tear it up. They just have great matches all the time. As to who wins, the Usos have been the hottest tag team on the WWE for over a year now. These guys have just been tearing it up ever since they won those tag titles last year. From I think it was Gable and Jordan, that's who they won it from. They've just been awesome. They've been great. And it's this whole storyline. They've been robbed of their WrestleMania match. They've had the WrestleMania moment, and they're going to have their WrestleMania match 100%. Usos are winning. They retained another great match. And now the match I'm probably least looking forward to, even more than the women's tag match. I really don't want to see this match. This is a complete piss break. This match is going to be boring as fuck. The most boring match on the show, guaranteed. This is a fucking snooze fest. I hate this match. Their style, both of their styles, it's just going to be the most boring match you'd ever see in your life. Complete headlocks and rest holds. It's just gonna be a snooze fest. Bobby Roode and Randy Orton. I'm gonna go with Bobby Roode. It wouldn't shock me. So Orton, I don't have a mind for Orton wins. I actually think it'd be okay. It gives some U.S. title some validity. Roode hasn't been doing it for me as a face. He sucks as a face. Turn him heel. Maybe Orton wins and Roode turns heel and they have a rematch at WrestleMania. Maybe they go that route. Who knows? But I think Roode probably wins. I wouldn't mind Orton winning. And part of me thinks, you know what? Why not let Orton win? Maybe he'll do better with the U.S. title. But yeah, this match is gonna be boring as fuck. God, these two styles, this match is going to suck. Ugh, I don't want to think about this. Fuck that match. And now, the main event, a 6-pack challenge for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles defends his WWE Championship against John Cena, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler. So, 0% chance Ziggler wins. He's a loser. I wish they would have released him. I wish he'd be in New Japan. I don't want to see Ziggler. He go away. He with me. Don't care about him. Baron Corbin, I used to hate Baron Corbin like 7 months ago. I thought he was terrible when he was getting his push when he won the briefcase. Now, he's not getting as big of a push, and he doesn't bother me as much. I just don't think he's much of anything. It's just another generic big man. You may as well turn him face, maybe. And then Sami Zayn, no chance at all. Him and Kevin Owens, I think, are having a match or WrestleMania. I don't want to see it, even though it'll be a really good match. It's like, I've seen that fucking match 2 billion times. Stop, man. I don't want to see that fucking match anymore. So I expect him to screw Kevin Owens out of the belt, and Kevin Owens, obviously, maybe he turns on Zayn since Zayn laid him out on SmackDown, but no chance. Those four are winning. KO, 0% chance. So the only one who has a decent chance other than AJ is John Cena. I think John Cena's in there for a swerve. Will they go a triple threat and like screw the fans over? Even though triple threat would be really good, it's like everyone wants AJ Nakamura. It's Cena and Undertaker. Everyone knows it. It's like they might try to throw a curveball. Maybe AJ and Nakamura. No, Undertaker. Maybe Undertaker isn't wrestle. It's AJ Nakamura Cena. I don't think so. I think Undertaker will wrestle. I think John Cena will lose. AJ Styles will retain the title. He retains his WWE Championship. It'll probably be a really good match. Be a long main event, 6-pack challenge. Maybe they'll have a good match. But AJ's retaining. He should. If he doesn't, it's absolute bullshit. AJ Nakamura at WrestleMania. That's where it's going. So as the guy on the poster shows, he's the star of the show, and he is going to retain his title. And that's how I see the show ending, with AJ retaining, still the WWE Champion.